Hi guys, this is Kona971. I'm so sorry for not uploading this earlier but I've been very busy with like Hurricane Sandy and the snowstorm and then getting back on track with school. It's just been a handful. And I finally got time to myself now, so I decided to do it now. And I kind of feel like since the Jump World DVD came out, there's really no point because there's the whole Taiwan concert on it, but I guess I'm going to finish it anyway because I started it. Alright, so I'm gonna get out my list if I can. And I think from the last video I ended with saying I was chatting with the people behind and in front of me. So connecting to that, so we were chatting until 10:30 when we actually got the tickets. And then so after that it was about 10:45, and it's a good thing that we were there really early because we got like pretty much the same seats we had originally. So that was good. So after that, the concert actually started at 2, so we had a couple hours to kill. So we went to a nearby Family Mart, which is a convenience store in Taiwan. It's kind of like 7-Eleven, but it's more popular there. So we were hanging out there for an hour, I think. And we ate lunch there, and there were a lot of other fans camping out there because the arena was at a pretty closed off place. Like there's not a lot of other place to go, so the entire convenience store was packed with people from the concert. So we ate lunch, and then because we were in the mosh pit, we had to go early to line up. So we went at maybe 12, and we got there, and then they were like reading off our numbers in order of where you go in the mosh pit because there are no seats in the mosh pit. So we got in line and we waited outside for another hour, and it was at 1, so it was like the afternoon. It was so hot, but that's what you have to do to get to see idols. So after an hour of waiting outside, it was 1 when we actually got inside the arena. And then even after that, the concert started at 2, so you waited there for another hour doing absolutely nothing. So while I had time, I started talking to another fan. She's actually from Thailand. She didn't know Chinese, and her English was pretty bad. So we decided to use Japanese to talk because I'm a freshman, so I take the sophomore class of Japanese at school. So if I don't say so myself, my Japanese is pretty good. So we talked for the hour, and she was really cool. She's actually 25, and she came to Taiwan just for this concert, which I thought was impressive and very dedicated. So after the hour, it was 2, and then it finally started, and it was really exciting. So now I'm just going to read off the list of what happened. Like I said, this happened all the way back in August, so I don't remember all the details. It's kind of like hazy because I don't know, it was just really exciting. So they came out singing Ultra Music Power, and during the questions and request time, there were actually a lot of fans who understood Japanese, which I kind of figured already because I have talked to other fans and they also knew how to speak Japanese. But anyhow, there was a male fan. I'm really surprised. Like there were 2 male fans next to us, and then there were also 2 ladies behind us who were in their mid 40s, 50s maybe. So I'm really impressed. They have a very wide range of fans. So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm like really unorganized. A male fan requested a hug from Kato in Japanese, and he seemed really embarrassed. Another girl asked what they ate in Taiwan, and they said like dumplings, fried rice, and bubble tea. And then one girl requested Takaki Yuya to hold her hand while singing Tsunagu te tote, but he was so shy. He only sang 1 line, so it was so nice. It was so nice gesture. So, and then another girl, she requested them to sing Jump World, and after they talked for a second, they decided to sing it. And so they sang a little bit of it, but then they did this with their microphones, and that meant they wanted us to sing, but we didn't know the lyrics because it's I think it's good enough that we know Japanese at all, but to know the lyrics to a song that they barely perform is a little. So we didn't know the lyrics, and it was silent for like 5 seconds, and then they were like, "Guys, go home and listen to the CD." Um, and then I think everyone introduced himself in Chinese, and they said like all the Chinese words they know, like "ni hao," "wa ai ni," stuff like that. And then after that, they also sang a version of "Time." Like it's a remix version, I think. And if you have the DVD, you would know what I'm talking about. Um, they also came out drumming those traditional Japanese drums, and while they were doing that, Shinen and Yamada, they were hanging from the sides and they were like flipping, doing cool tricks, and they had a glow like a light up suit they were wearing, so it was really cool. Um, just before like they had a whole like skit set up for Boku of Empire, that performance. Um, so first of all, Yamada came out of a coffin that it was a magic trick like Daiki Arioka, like he went in the coffin and Yamada Ryosuke came out and he said, "I'll bite you" in Japanese, and then Chinen and Nakajima swung down from the corners, and Chinen swung down from my corner. So I think some of the fans that were closer to the stage got to touch his like clothes or something. So which was really nice. So they sang "Boku of Empire." I think that was my favorite performance because just the way they did it, like the way they danced, like the dance was a little different, I think. So that happened, and then in Hitomi no Screen, they, like usual, Yamada said "I love you" like he always does, and then after a while, Yamada and Yabu came out and thanked Taiwan for waiting for them for so long, and then Keito thanked us for their significant support during the Tohoku earthquake in English, which I thought was impressive. Like for not only for him to be able to speak English, but for the fans to know both Japanese and English. So I mean, I'm from America, so that's nothing for me. But for them, I'm sure it's pretty hard. So for the MC, they talked about their past experiences in Taiwan. Takaki Yuya said he came before on his own free time and learned "wa ai ni," which is "I love you," and he began to say it to everyone. And then people told him to stop, or else he'd probably get arrested for being a creep. And then Hikaru Yaotome and Yabukota said that they came a long time ago when News had their concert in Taiwan. Um, then they showed a commercial for Johnny's World, which is going on right now, and it's really exciting. And they asked us to come if we could. And on that note, they also asked us who's been to their past concerts, and there were actually a lot of people who have been there before. And they also asked who went to the airport to welcome them. I was one of them. So there were more people for that. And if you have the DVD or watched it online, then you would know like three windmills came and they asked the fans to use it, which wasn't fandom, so it would spin. They had that for Taiwan too, but it was really nice. It was really cool. Um, okay, and there were a lot of like confetti, but not only were they just confetti, they were really special because they had styrofoam hearts that came out and it said stuff like "Hasty Jump in Taipei" and stuff like that. I couldn't get one because there were a lot of people grabbing for them, and I didn't know what they were until they were all gone. So after that, there were a lot of streamers that came down that said "Hasty Jump First World Tour in Taipei" written in red and blue, and I actually have that. Let me just get it. They're all tangled. Okay. Um, it's all like crumbled too because it was on the floor. This is the one that is red, and this is the one that is blue. Okay, I don't know what to do. Hold on. Hello? Yep. Good. Yep. Okay, that'll be good. Bye. Thank you. Okay. Bye. All right. Sorry. I mean, I would cut it out, but last time I tried to cut something out, it deleted the whole other half, so I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, you just have to ignore that. And then there was one encore. They sang Yuki 100%. And then during the encore, two of the members came down to my section. I'm not sure if the other members came down to their section, but Takaki Yuya and Yabu Kota came down to my section, and I got to touch Yabu's hand, which was really nice. And when they left, Chinan was the last one to leave the stage, which was, I mean, I noticed that he's usually the last one to leave, which is really sincere of him. And so in total, they sang 29 songs, and there were 20 costumes, and it was 2.5 hours in total. So I think that's it for the concert. I don't want this video to go over, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.